Hello everyone, I'm EJ Berograte from Beetlelid HE1A. So welcome to my vlog. Hello everyone, in this activity 6, I will be sharing the detailed process of how I created my outputs for the following categories: freehand drawing without color, freehand drawing with color, 2D animation, and a 3D model. First, for the freehand drawing without color, I use my cell phone and an app called Clip a Clip. I started by choosing a simple subject, a fish, using my finger or a stylus. I carefully sketched the outline of the fish, paying attention to shape, scales, pins, and other details. I keep the drawing in black and white, focusing on the line, work, and structure rather than color. This step helped me build a strong foundation for the design. Second, for the freehand drawing with color, I continue working on the same sketch in Clip a Clip. I digitally added colors to bring my fish to life, using vibrant shades like blue, orange, and yellow. The apps tools, such as the brush and paint bucket, help me blend colors and add highlights and shadows. This made the fish look more vivid and expressive. Third, for the 2D version, I also use Clip a Clip on my cell phone. I redrew the fish using different layers of the outline, colors, and background. This layering allowed for better control and organization of the elements. I use a stylus for precision and managed to create a clean carton style fish with a simple background. The app animation features give me the option to add movement, although my focus was more on polishing the static 2D look. Lastly, for the 3D model, I use a separate model app for 3D modeling. I started with a basic shape like spheres and ovals to form the fish body. I then adjusted their size, depth, and angles to achieve a 3D appearance. After shaping the model, I applied colors and texture to enhance its realism. This part was the most challenging, especially with 3D perspective and positioning of the pins and eyes. But with patience and trial and error, I was able to finish a simple yet creative 3D fish model. After finishing all my outputs, I edited the final audio using CapCut. I recorded my voice using my phone, ensuring clarity and proper pacing.